What is that? What we got there? It looks like a beer. Hey! It's Wally. Tuesday night. Homebrew Wednesday! Ow! This is that I'm talking. So, keg my beer. Let's see what that Sunday. It's late morning. Wasn't too bad. Everything went pretty easy. I found out that the floating dip tube doesn't really get in the truck very much. It doesn't get into the yeast and then the hop debris. So I didn't get quite a full keg. But I did do the transfer. Everything worked great. Really enjoy the keg minter. The whole claptrap, that Rube Goldberg that I've got. One thing I found out when I dry hopped is that so that orifice right there, 4-inch by about 2 inches deep, that'll hold 5 ounces of hops in there. This whole thing, 5 ounces of hops, and I used all 5 ounces of hops in my dry hop. So yeah, everything went great with the dry hop. One thing, I think my pressure dropped down to about nothing after I dry hopped, because I bled off the CO2 and pressurized just the valve, the top of the valve, and flushed it. Then when I opened the valve, of course, everything went down. But I don't think I've got any leaks. I doubt it. So yeah, I just went ahead and I added a little bit more CO2 to it. Let it off to about 5-10 pounds or so, maybe about 10 pounds, and let it sit before I cold crashed it. One thing I found out is that CO2 line that I bought is absolute garbage. It works fine, but when it's cold, it gets super stiff and it kinks super easy. So trying to manipulate it inside the keezer is an absolute no bueno. Sucks. So I've got the good stuff here. So I'm gonna replace the line from the regulator to my manifold that feeds the kegs. I may leave the other ones there. The lines that actually go for the manifold to the kegs, I may replace those. Right now I've only got one keg, obviously, so and it's working fine. And the lines that I've got on my other manifold that I'm going to show you guys here in a second, that I use the force carb, I've still got those on there. I will probably end up changing those out. But you can see I modified the manifold there. I flipped the hose barb around and added a ball lock gas post to one side so I can run a jumper line for the CO2 for the closed transfer into my fermentation chamber there, and actually do the transfer with CO2 forced. So yeah, besides that, I feel like I've got a lot to talk about, but I can't really think about how I got a lot of shit cleaned up around here, even more so than I have been. But yeah, the 4-inch T, the valve, all that stuff cleans up super easy. I'm still in love with my wash down spray nozzle. Thing works great. So yeah, I'm ready to brew again, but I'm going on vacation next week, so that's not going to happen. I'm going to Asheville, actually to Black Mountain, North Carolina. So yeah, we'll see what goes on. I need to sell. I'm probably going to sell my SS brew buckets. Probably going to get rid of those, both of them. I'll probably put those out there on Facebook, local pickup only. So, but anyway, yeah, there's the only one thing I don't like about the keg minter, which is the same issue you have with the brew buckets, is that once you get down to a certain point and it's all trash, stuff that you don't want in your beer anyway, right? This is the third pint that I pulled off of this, and it's going to be pretty clear. Later on, the carbonation's not quite right. I did use carbonation lid. It's got the gas post in the center with the diffuser stone hanging about, I don't know, 18 or so inches down below it. I set it for 10 psi and walked away from it. Well, I didn't realize once it gets cold, and I didn't check it. I should have checked it, but it dropped down to 5, so it didn't quite carbonate as it should. So it's been sitting on 10 psi since yesterday, about 4ish. So the carbonation's there. It just needs to condition a little bit, maybe just a little bit more, maybe a little bit more time. But it's super easy. I actually got 2 of them now. So, yeah, I like it. I think it's good. It's good stuff. So anyway, guys, you guys can watch the videos, and I'll check at you later. Cheers. So I added this post. This is a gas post, quarter NPT thread. This hose barb was on that side, so I switched that hose barb to that side, took the plug out, and put in the gas post. So now I can hook up my CO2 line for my closed transfer, CO2 forced transfer, whatever you want to call it, instead of trying to pull one of those hoses around. So yeah. Trying carbonation lid. This has got to be a suspended carbonation stone, so we'll see what happens.